Hey everyone, I am back again and I am joining you after a massive 11-hour drive that I've done today, all the way down from beautiful Noosa, my home, and I'm driving all the way. I'm making my way back down to Melbourne to be with family and friends at this time with all the craziness. I don't want to get kind of locked up in a interstate for an extended period of time without any human connection. That would be crazy. So I'm making that big journey down, and as I just said, it's 11 hours I've been in the car, nearly 1,000 kilometers I drove today. Never done it before by myself. I've always been, passenger, usually thinking in my mindset, I can't drive for more than a couple of hours without needing a sleep. And, with how I've gone today, I was up at 4 a.m., got in the car, got everything packed, got everything done, so I could move out and, relocate my entire life back down south. And and just on the road, I stopped a couple of times. It wasn't, it was just crazy for me because like I said, I'm always falling asleep, I thought, if I have more than 2 hours on the road. And so 11 hours straight with 3 stops, which were literally just a really quick pit stop into get petrol, go to the bathroom really quickly. That's all I did today. And finally arrived, and now it's hitting me a little bit. Now I'm feeling like my eyes feel really heavy. But all day I've had energy, I've been focused, I haven't felt tired. And I was starting to ask myself, I'm like, what the hell? I've had people in my life who I've been on the phone to today, and they're all a bit like, whoa, how can you do that? And the people who are closest to me know that that's not usual for me to be, driving a long distance like that. So it got me thinking, why is it that today I've got all the energy in the world and I've literally driven for 11 hours, practically straight, with no breaks, just, quick pit stop, and then I'm onto it. And I had to think it through. And ultimately what I came up with was today's message, which is that you can accomplish anything when you lock your intentions on plan A and don't even entertain the idea of plan B. And I know you guys are going to be able to apply this to different areas of your life. I'm going to apply it to my situation today, and then I'm going to help you to apply it to different areas of your life. But what happened for me today, I wasn't the passenger, I wasn't traveling with anybody else. I literally, decided 2 days ago, it's definitely going to be today that I'm traveling. And just yesterday, I knuckled down. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to book a night's accommodation. And so it became a must. Like my plan A, with no other plan B or any other plans, was I had to be the one to get myself 1,000 kilometers away, by the afternoon today, right? And so I just didn't have any other option. In the past, if I'm a passenger or if I'm traveling with somebody else, I might be like, I'm tired, maybe they can drive, but because today it was just like no other option. I've committed to this. My intention is to do this. I just did it, and I did it with full energy because I had any other direction to disperse my thinking in terms of what's another option here. And so I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about how true this concept is for every area of our lives. So whatever area it is, when you've got a plan B, your energy is dispersed in multiple different directions, and you're never gonna get the full depth of what you want in that one direction. So for me, that was being on the road today, driving to another location and not handballing that responsibility to anybody else. But maybe you have it in your business. Maybe in your business, that's how I have got everything started in my own business. I don't have any plan B. What I have is what I love to do, and back in the beginning when I was just testing the whole system out, and not knowing anything about starting an online business, not knowing how I was going to make any money, not knowing where I was going to live, not knowing what the hell I was doing, and just learning it all on the way, people around me said, what the hell are you doing? You're crazy. You should go and get a real job. You should go and do this. You should go and do that. And at the end of the day, I could go and do those things, but that's going to be my plan B, and that means plan A gets less of my focus and attention, and therefore, it's not going to get the traction that it needs. So in my business, I have no plan B. I know I'm on the right path. I love what I'm doing, and it gets to grow and evolve as I do, and I'm totally committed to that. There's no me, dipping my toe in the water of some other career path that would take away my energy from the one that I'm inspired by. And the same thing happens in relationship, right? In relationship, we only have so much energy that we can disperse in any which way that we choose. And, so we can choose to disperse it in multiple different directions, and we'll get a mediocre result of depth with those people that we're, expending our energy with. Or you can choose to focus and set your intention on the success of a connection with one person. And that's going to generate a whole different result, right? So this is kind of what I'm saying. No matter what your goal is, no matter what the thing is that you're aiming for, if you set your intention on plan A and you don't even entertain the idea of a plan B, you can accomplish anything. So I wanted to share this with you guys because I think it's a really good one to just think about when we're not getting the results that we want in our lives. Look at where your energy is being dispersed, and if you really want to accomplish something, it's inspiring to you, in your heart of hearts like you'd love to have that thing, then you got to focus all your energy and attention onto it and back yourself. Because when you focus your intentions purely on one direction, you'll have a much better chance of actually accomplishing that which you set out to have. All right, and so like I said, this can happen in so many different directions. I just wanted to share a little bit about what's happening in my life right now. But I've got another day of driving tomorrow, but I think it'll only be about 10 hours. So, I'm a seasoned driver these days with my one time that I've driven 11 hours, which was today. But I hope that I have shared a message with you guys that is resonating with you no matter where you are in the world right now, no matter what's going on in your life. Just remember, to get focused and get intentional. And the key here is if you're not clear on what inspires you, if you're not clear on what you want, then you're never going to be able to direct your energy in such a focused way that you'll accomplish it. So always the key is awareness around what we really want, getting inspired, getting focused. But once you get that, set your intention and don't question it and don't go to plan B. Stay focused on plan A, focus everything you've got in that direction, and you will accomplish great heights that you may not have even dreamed of before. So I definitely want to check in with you guys, see who's been able to join me. Let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. As I said, I'm in a interesting place right now. I've never been to Dubbo before. It's kind of, I just picked it because it's the halfway point between Noosa and my home in Melbourne. So so drop me a comment, let me know what's going on in your world, and I hope you guys are staying safe and staying sane during this craziness and the pandemic that is the coronavirus, and I hope you guys are all very, very healthy, and your loved ones as well. All right, I'm rambling because I'm so tired. It really has just hit me. I've had a good day, but yeah, now's the time I think I need to go have a shower and go to sleep probably. But I've got Simon in the house and Angela. Hey to you, Simon, and Judy and Sergio. And Simon, hope the tunes are rocking. Excitement about new beginnings. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and the tunes were rocking alongside with some Joe Rogan to get my mind, keep that going, because one of the things I realized was when I get really super tired on a drive, it's because I don't have the interaction. But I had plenty of phone calls going on today, and also, some Joe Rogan, kind of getting my mindset, thinking about different things, and then I was rocking out to some actual really old school tunes because I found a bunch of CDs. and I was putting them on, and it was kind of cool. It was a good road trip kind of tunes going on. So thanks for asking there, Simon. And yeah, definitely excitement for new beginnings. It's an interesting journey for me, because part of me was like, I'm never going back to Melbourne. I love Noosa, I love Queensland, and that's what I kind of had my heart set on. But actually, with everything going on, I had to actually get flexible with what I'd decided. And what I'd decided, no longer kind of fit the situation. I had only a plan A, but my plan A had to be wiped clear, and I had to decide that there's a new direction here. And even though I'm going back home yet again to Melbourne, I know that it's the right decision. I feel that it is, and I think during this time we need to be surrounded by our loved ones and the people closest to us. So we don't know what's going to happen, but I think that we are better off banding together than separating and isolating if we don't have to in that regard. So love that, definitely, Simon. And Abbas, loving that this is nice. It's good. And Jerry, hey Vanessa, you're good. Enjoy home. Awesome. Thanks for showing up, Jerry. Good to see you. I hope you're staying safe. And Samuel, I'm like a child. I made a game up where I give myself half a point for stuff to do, like half a point for meditation, half for housework, gym, etc. So I aim between 3 and 5 points a day. Boom. I love that, Samuel. That's so cool. And you just actually sparked a thought for me, because I was using Google Maps today, and when you're following it and it says it's kind of like the next step, you're going to have to turn right in 30 Ks or whatever. I was actually using that as a bit of a little pivot points towards the goal, and it was actually keeping me going. I know that's super weird, but you'll get me, Samuel, if you're giving yourself points. I was kind of doing the same thing in the car with Google Maps today, so that's so funny. And Kabito's here. Good to see you. Lawrence, I should say. And I'm loving that you're finding some truth here. And Simon, when we give ourselves no choice, there is no turning back. When we burn the boats, we are committed to taking the island. Absolutely. There is no turning back. I love that. And that's the level of commitment that you need in order to accomplish the things that inspire you most in your life, no matter what it is. Maybe go a little bit bigger than just driving 1,000 kilometers, but you've got to focus on, what is it that you really want. For me, it's absolutely key in my business. If I didn't have that kind of mentality, I'd give up every moment I took a dive, and believe me, there are lots of dives when you run your own business, and particularly, starting something new, and, kind of rolling with an online business, all sorts of stuff. And I know that's true of all businesses, but you've got to be that level of commitment, and that's across the board. With your health, you've got to have that level of commitment. With your relationships, you've got to have that level of commitment. Wherever you're looking to up level, commitment is key. So you want to have that plan A that you're totally inspired by. It's no good committing to things that you haven't taken the time to get clear on and inspired by. But once you know you're inspired, get to absolute clarity around that, commit to it, set your intention, and don't even entertain the idea of a plan B, or you'll just disperse your energy in multiple different directions when you could be channeling that towards accomplishing your most inspired goals. So love that, Simon. And Savari's here, and Jerry, we have it within us to have what we want. Safe drive tomorrow, now home too. Awesome. Thank you, Jerry, and absolutely true. And loving that this is awesome for you, Simon. And Makund, loving that you're learning. Awesome. And Answer's here, and Kim, and Makund, I'm loving that this is true for you. And Matt's in the house as well. Good to see you, Matt. So that is my message for you guys. I hope that it has served you. I hope that it's got you thinking about where you might be dispersing your energy in too many different directions, rather than getting really clear and precise and focusing your intentions on what inspires you most, so that you can ultimately accomplish your most inspired results. Okay, so that's my sharing for you guys. I will be on the road for another 10 hours tomorrow, but I'll be grateful to be back home and back in my back seeing my family and all that great stuff during this time. And hello to Julie and John as well, and Matt. Yeah, catch the replay, get a ton of value from today's message. As always, I'm sending you guys all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I really do hope that it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, that you're doing something super empowering, and today's message has definitely served you. I think I'm going to sleep really well tonight. Thanks, Simon. We'll chat soon. Safe travels. Thank you so much. And Matt, what were you after? Shoot me a message if you need to. But I will be checking in with you guys at some stage tomorrow, probably when I finally make it home back to Melbourne. And I'm sending you guys all of my love until then. And thanks so much for joining me live. I'll catch you then. Much love.